It's week 1 of the National Football League, and it's presented by EA Sports. It's the Eagles in the Pass, and it comes your way next.
EA Sports. A new season of NFL football is here, and we're off in 2023 on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So here come the Eagles, the defending NFC champs, led out by a man who was the runner-up to Patrick Mahomes at MVP balloting a season ago. Of course, that's Jalen Hurts.
And we already knew that Hurts was a good quarterback. He moved to elite status. Under his guidance, the Eagles returned to the Super Bowl and nearly won it. And he's also one of the league's most dangerous players. Thrown for 38 touchdowns his last 2 seasons and run for another 23.
5 yards on the game's first play, second down. Well, this really an interesting matchup here in week 1. Of course, you got the Super Bowl 52 rematch to talk about. No Nick Foles or Tom Brady on the field today, but for the Eagles, it's been a long wait to get back at it again since the loss to the Chiefs back in February.
Yeah, no Zach Ertz. Was it a touchdown? Was it not a touchdown? In New England, they're still upset over that call. But, hey, this game is going to be a blast because the Eagles, they didn't feel like they put enough pressure on the quarterback in the Super Bowl. They want to really get after him in this one.
And just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try and run here with Swift. No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. And deep to return it is Marcus Jones. .43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and the Patriots take over. The Patriots offense set to go to work with Mac Jones at quarterback in his 3rd season now out of Alabama.
It was a much rockier season for Jones in his 2nd year, and he even had to survive a brief challenge to his starting job. This is a big campaign for the former Rookie of the Year runner-up. He wants to get back to Pro Bowl form in this one.
Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. They start on the ground with Elliott. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles around the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd down and 4. Throwing Jones. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down.
Well, it's one thing to complete the first pass of the year, but to complete your first deep ball, oh, that's got to feel great for him right now because he's worked on that the entire offseason as well. But to see it downfield, your guy catching it, you know he feels great.
Uncork the arm a little bit, get the cobwebs dusted off. Now he's ready to roll. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Jones. This one swung outside to Strong.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun, Jones. He'll get this out right here to Elliott. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
But they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Here we go. 11.
A first down carry by Elliott. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. He usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
Delay of game, offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Play smart, baby.
On now the rookie 4th-round pick Chad Ryland for the Patriot field goal. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. So the penalty really winds up hurting him there.
Yeah, winds up pushing him back. Sure enough, the field goal comes up short.
So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. And we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But the two kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different. And I really wanted the special teams coaches to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch, Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something? When you see those guys make that move, I don't mind that at all right? A little more expressionism for these guys. I love it. I just think we didn't go far enough. What about double 0? Like Jim Otto used to wear, or Kenny Burrow used to wear. Let's add that back to the NFL jerseys.
Hurts. And that is incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. Jones on the return. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So back onto the field come the Pats for their 2nd drive. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send down the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Nolan Smith showing some burst there to catch him behind the line.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Looking to throw. Jones. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop. But when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle. And he does so and picks up positive yardage.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Back to throw. Jones. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he will have a Patriots first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. That sack courtesy of the effort of Haason Reddick.
Another nice play there by Reddick. More evidence that sometimes a position change is exactly what a player needs. Totally reinvented as an edge rusher instead of playing linebacker. 2nd in the NFL with 16 sacks in his first season with the Eagles in 2022.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
On 3rd down, Elliott bulldozes past him, and he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, partners, my old man used to say, make sure you strap up tight if you're going to try and stop one of those big horses out there. As you just saw there, this guy does not go down easily.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
Here we go. 11.
1,000-yard rusher a year ago. Here's Ramondre Stevenson. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and a couple. Oh, and they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
So the delay of game penalty backs them up. It's now 2nd and 7. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Bryce Baringer on to punt for the Patriots. Greg Ward deep for Philadelphia. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And, partner, I know so far, we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
But you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard. I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually. And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
He works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. Boy, fingers crossed here. 1st quarter of a new season, already an injury. And while they attend to him, we'll step aside. Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 45-yard line. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They run out of the gun with Swift. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. Hurts throw taken in by Watkins here. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll leave them with 3rd and a full yard to go. So the completion there, and CD, as we know, trying to defend against an NFL quarterback, that's one thing. Trying to defend against a mobile NFL quarterback, that's quite another. What's the plan here defensively?
Well, the pass rush has to still try and get to him, especially the guys on the edge, but they're going to go maybe a count slower, right? They want to make sure they don't get too far upfield where he steps up and takes off through a lane. The same is true for those interior guys as well. So you've got to change it up with him. Try and keep him hemmed into the pocket, and occasionally you throw a spy on it. A fast linebacker or one of your extra defensive backs who can dance with him a little bit if he takes off and runs.
So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards. But instead, offense out there. They're going for it. They'll try it now with Swift. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Patriots sideline not happy with what just transpired, and they're going to throw out the challenge flag. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have 1 challenge remaining. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And they had a long drive going last time, but it stalled out. But still, maybe something positive to carry forward from that last drive.
Well, a few different things. As you noted, they were moving. Gives them a lot of confidence. The second part is keeps your defense off the field, gives them a chance to rest up a little bit. And last but not least, you've taken a good look at what you've done on offense, noted where the weaknesses are, and you know when you want to come back to them.
Like when you're organized with your points. Well done.
Point A, B, and C.
21.
From the 38, Jones. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Hassan Reddick in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. Well, you could almost see his eyes light up defensively. I mean, as a linebacker, that's about as quick as you can get to a quarterback.
So what did your third-grade teacher teach you about straight lines, right? As soon as you have those, you take full advantage of them. He found a gap in the offensive line, got to the quarterback, and put him on the deck.
Oh, nice move. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There's absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
2nd down. Here's Hurts. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
This offense on 3rd down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Dancing to his left. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
It was 3rd and long, so he had to figure that the defense would be coming with extra pressure. Found a way to get away. He couldn't see the imaginary yellow line on the field, but he knew exactly where it was and found his way there for a first down.
A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. From the gun, here's Swift. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going? Crashed down inside and tackled him for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. From the gun, it's Hurts. Open man has got it, the tight end. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 34-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. Now, whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. From the 29, here's the 2nd and 5. Here's Hurts to throw. His throw incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Throwing is Hurts. He'll buy some time right. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
No surprise to see his sideline fired up by that big play. Heck, we're fired up, and we're supposed to be neutral. That's a quarterback putting his body on the line to fight and just barely get the first down. When he does something like that, it gets everyone ready to lay it all out there and try and match his intensity.
Touchdown! A.J. Brown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it's capped off by an A.J. Brown touchdown. Marcus Jones, a return man. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. A nice gain of 21 yards.
Nice play from Smith-Schuster to get the first down, and he rejuvenated his career in a 1-year stop with Kansas City last season. And the Patriots aggressively target him in free agency, hoping to jumpstart their offense.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. That was short one to Gesicki. Call it no gain there on the first down play. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Jones on 3rd down. And he fires one, but incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Here's Bryce Baringer now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Now left side on the swing pass. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring up second down.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
46 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
On first down, Hurts. And that's incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
This one out quickly to Watkins. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. They're backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Buying time to his left. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
On 3rd down, the defense decided to blitz. A very good job of recognizing it, stepping away from the pressure, and finding open space to scramble and pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. That one, a first down pickup of 8. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He'll get this off to Swift. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field. And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. Jones now on the return. And he returns this to the 22. The Patriots with the football here late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit.
11-11.
Jones now throwing to start the drive. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Jones. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Now the Patriots moving quickly, hustling up to the line. Here's Jones. Off the play fake. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Throwing, Jones. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Holding offense.
So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now, you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now, with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Now, a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Now Jones, a final shot before break. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season, so let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll start with the oldest rivalry, Chicago playing host to Green Bay in the NFC North, and it's the Packers who are out in front in the second quarter. 3 touchdown passes there for Jordan Love. Next, let's get over to Baltimore to check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Houston Texans. Lamar Jackson, 2 touchdown passes as his guys are able to get the victory in their season opener. Lastly, we're off to the Rocky Mountains, Denver, Colorado. See what's happening with the Broncos. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. Jimmy Garoppolo, responsible for the lone touchdown in the game thus far as he's thrown a touchdown pass. It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after that first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Now Jones. Jones now on the return. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. And the Patriots going to take over here to start quarter number 3. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Now Jones. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Throwing on first down, Jones. Over the middle, he's got Parker. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Here we go. 11. 21.
Now Jones going to change it up here. Jones to throw on 2nd down. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
And he'll go down at the 28. 43 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Jordan Davis, just a monster on that play, stopping it from going anywhere.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They'll get this out in a hurry to Parker. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 18. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That run wasn't a big breaker, but I don't think the guys on offense mind very much. They've got a nice drive going, and they might just be luring the defense in a little bit. They could probably come back with a play action, maybe go over the top. But right now, on this drive, their playbook is open.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Jones now to throw on 3rd down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage. On now the rookie 4th-round pick Chad Ryland for the Patriot field goal. From the left hash, this from 37. And his kick is indeed good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the 2nd half. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. They go play action with Hurts. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Now a dump off here complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
A great job there, and that old cliche, take it what the defense gives you, comes right into play. Nothing too out of the ordinary about the throw. Just a little dump off over the middle. But what is out of the ordinary is what he did with it after the catch. Not only did he grab the ball, but how about the significant yardage he picked up after he pulled it in.
From the 48-yard line, here's a 2nd and 4. Hurts. He delivers another to Goddard, complete.
Only able to gain a couple there. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. 59 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
First down, and they go with Swift again.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 2nd down and 4. Hurts. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And 3rd and 8 now.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
That's multiple times now he's tagged him with a big gain with his legs. Really showing off some nice awareness and the ability to correctly realize when he's got a chance to tuck it and go himself.
On the option to give to Swift here.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air and defensively. They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
And that will be incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. The kick by Elliott is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3.
So the lead extended. I think at this point you say, hey, defense, take us to the end.
Well, if I got some good music to put to that, I could have a good country hit. I like the way you express yourself there. I think the offense has done enough so far. But like you said, if your defense is only giving up 3 points, makes it a lot easier to settle for field goals on this side of the ball.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. New England trying to get a place on offense.
They trail by 10, 13-3 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
From the 31, Jones looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Elliott. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll run with Strong. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Bourne going to go in motion left.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones, he's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
At this point in the game, and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Off the play fake. Jones. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
And they'll begin by running the option.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Swift going to try up the middle.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Escaping the pressure right. Dances.
Hurts fumbles it. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
New England's offense set to go. They trail by 2 scores in the 4th, and their defense did its job getting the fumble recovery. And time to see what this offense has left in the tank.
Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
From the 25, here's a 2nd and 9.
Looking to throw. Jones.
This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-up.
Touchdown, Patriots. Kendrick Bourne. 25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Patriots have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Chad Ryland now to add the PAT.
And he puts it through there within 3. It's 13-10. Scoring summary, 3-play drive.
And it was Kendrick Bourne who was able to cap things off with a touchdown. So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to the 46.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
Third down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
New England trying to get a place on offense. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late.
Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Here's Jones, looking to throw on 2nd down.
He finds Parker.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball, because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now Jones on 3rd and 2. Jones hit and the ball's out.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Offensively lucky they were able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
So a change of possession here on the punt.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 27. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Here's Hurts to throw.
He's got Brown on the out route complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it's second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Smith catches left side. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. On the option to give to Swift here. Room here to run. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. Now hang on here, because DeAndre Swift injured on that last play and in need of a little assistance. From the 32 now. Here's first and 10. A run for the former Seahawk. It's Rashad Penny. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. He'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now third down and 6 to go.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Now Hurts changing up the play. Now they'll audible to something else. Throwing is Hurts. Wide open is Watkins. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Quez Watkins, 29 yards. And the Eagles are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. The bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
The Patriots offense now. They work their way back onto the field. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Jones on first and 10. Open man is born. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
It's now 2nd and 6.
To throw again on second down. Jones. That'll be caught by Parker. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. And quickly, they get to the line.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Jones now throwing on first down. And that's complete downfield to Parker. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They got 29 yards that time.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Hassan Reddick getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Here comes second down.
Here we go. 11.
Throwing on second and long. Jones under pressure, and they got to him again.
By Josh Sweat. A 7-yard loss. Brings up 3rd down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's 3rd down now.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
11-11. Come on. Set.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia.
1st down, Eagles.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for week 1, and one of our early window games here in week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the